We are getting ready for our road trip. So I am taking you on my road trip with me, and we are going to do all things Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is about a 4-hour drive from New York City. My initial reason for going was to film some content for an African American history tour, so I'll include that in the video. I always stop at the Maryland House when I'm going down 95. I stayed at 2 hotels, went to some restaurants, and did some activities. So we'll start with the first hotel, which was yours truly, DC. I actually keep my hotel videos separate, so I won't spend much time here. It was a very cute, boutique-y looking hotel in a great area. Crave was our first eating stop. We got there when it opened. It was about 4 or 5. I don't remember exactly what time, but it was empty in there. They did have a happy hour, and there was a place to park not too far, just around the corner. Cute little vibe to it. I could see that it gets crowded. But again, I had gotten there when they first opened. This was their Maria drink that was very good that they had. These were shrimp po' boy sliders. This was like a crab dip. It was okay. I didn't really enjoy that too much. But these were the honey hot wings. Those were pretty good. Crave was cute. Recreational THC use is legal in DC, so you will find a local dispensary. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, I did come to DC to shoot content for an African American history tour. The tour was really dope, super informative. Got to see the White House, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, amongst so many other different places. But this tour was geared towards the African American impact on Washington and ultimately the entire country. So it was very important and very interesting at the same time. The tour ended with entry into the African American History and Culture Museum, so we could spend as much time there as we wanted, and that was also very interesting. I hadn't been to that museum before, so I will leave the information for the guided tour in the description box for anyone who might be interested. Next stop was to the new hotel, which was the Hyatt house that is at the Wharf waterfront property in Washington, D.C. I will also have a video on this hotel, so I won't get into it much, but the Wharf was a beautiful, beautiful place to stay. Many different restaurants to choose from. I happen to think that the restaurants are a little overpriced, but you're definitely paying for the ambiance when you're staying at the Wharf. There's a whole boardwalk full of different things to do and places to go, so it's definitely an area that I would recommend, and it's still close to the Capitol and all the different places that you want to visit while you're in D.C. I did stop at Milk and Honey at the Wharf. They do have other locations in DC, but this was the location that we went to. It was very, very nice. It was good for a brunch. They had a mixed seafood pasta that was absolutely amazing the next day. Oh my goodness, it was so good. They had shrimp and grits. That was okay. I wasn't a huge fan. I did have a watermelon margarita with it, and that was good. The next stop we went to was Kick Axe Throwing, and this was a cute stop. This is Throw Social, which is upstairs, so it's kind of like a party spot, but they have games that you can play. There's a DJ and a huge dance floor, so that's pretty cool. You have options for upstairs as well as being downstairs throwing axes. It was actually a really fun activity, definitely something to get your muscles moving and to get you going, and it definitely took out some frustrations that you might have. It wasn't as easy as it looked to get the axe into the wall. I had many different attempts, definitely had a drink or two. They also had light bites there that you can have, but it was definitely a fun experience and something that I would recommend for anyone to do who's looking to have some fun. Next, I stopped at City Center. There's just a lot of places to shop. Again, I was there at the end of November, so it was a great time to be there with the holiday decorations. It was really, really cute. And if you have coins, or even if you just want to window shop, you could definitely have a good time here. Pearl was the next food stop. This was also a Black-owned restaurant. It was very simple, very small, a lounge boutique type of vibe upstairs. We didn't even have dinner here, just some appetizers and some drinks. I can't speak too much on this spot, but I will say that they changed that purple drink, which was horrible. The espresso was really good. This was the lobster mac and cheese. It was okay. And we had that also with some calamari, which was okay. We tried to go out while we were staying at the Wharf. There was a spot called 12 Stories, but it happened to be closed. We weren't the only ones out there. Not sure why they were closed, but I would definitely check with them to make sure they're open. Next stop was Capitol City Circus. I wanted to go trapeze flying at this circus. So we went here and we flew on a trapeze. It was so cool. It was such a great experience. It was very, very scary. That is the orange ladder right there that you can see, and it is up high. But I came here to fly on a trapeze, and that's exactly what I was going to do. It took some time to gain the confidence to actually jump off the board. Did have many different attempts, and it was really hard to hear the instructions that they were telling you to do. But it was really, really a testament to your faith in yourself and trusting that this person behind you is going to hold on and not let go until you're ready to let go. Then again, you have to trust yourself and use your muscles to get your legs back and forth and get your legs above the bar, which was definitely a challenge. And then they want you to flip and turn yourself over. It was just like so many instructions in such a short time. And it was definitely challenging. You definitely come out breaking a sweat. And I was just too excited to get my legs above the bar and then to let go. You couldn't tell me nothing after that. And then I did the flip. Yes, I was satisfied with my performance, even though I didn't get to let go and have someone else catch me. I still was very proud of myself for facing my fears and flying on a trapeze, because like, who does that? Before leaving DC, I did want to stop by Black and Forth, which is a developing conjunction of different women businesses, Black-owned women businesses, including a hair salon, nail salon, and a spice suite. So the spice suite is where I went. They had all different types of spices, different fragrances, different body butters. I actually loved my purchase of my hair and body oil and shea butter, and I use it all the time. So make sure you take a stop at Black and Forth. Lastly, I had to see what DC's Sunday brunch scene was about. I stopped by the Law Society brunch, and it was a cute space. There was 2 floors. The downstairs floor was kind of empty, and the upstairs floor is where everyone was partying. I stayed downstairs so that I can have some food. I had some French fries along with some shrimp tacos, along with some oysters, which were actually pretty good, I must say, and some mac and cheese, which wasn't so great. But the vibe was there. Definitely didn't feel like being in the crowd, so I stayed downstairs. But that was my time in DC. DC was a great place to visit. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.